Welcome to Legally Friends. I'm Zach, joined by, as always, Amy and Emily. We're in-laws. We didn't pick each other, but honestly, we're friends anyway. Probably sometimes.
Legally friends.
Yeah. This is the show where we argue about pop culture, air out family dynamics, and let you judge who's right. So let's get into it. On this episode today, Emily and Amy are in Hawaii. I'm rolling out my sister rankings again. We're going to talk about Taylor Frankie Paul with her drama with the Bachelorette, the garments controversy. Then we're going to talk about the search for Savannah Guthrie's mom.
Ugh.
And then we have some good write-ins for our judge and jury section. So
Yay.
it'll be some good stories about being on family vacations with in-laws. So let's go. So starting with our opening statements. All right, so for everyone, this is where we catch up on our lives, what happened this week, family drama, things that annoyed us. So let's start with you two. I mean, you're in Hawaii. I'm not. I wish I was there. But so what's been going on? What's been the Hawaii trip like?
It has been a fun week. Today is my last full day. We have to leave a little bit early to get home to the kids.
When does everyone else go home?
They leave Saturday night.
Okay.
So we just
for Cannon's games?
Yes, we're getting back for Cannon's games. Yep. And dance and everything, but it has been a good week. It's actually been pretty drama free. Like there's been a few funny moments where Shannon loses her mind, mostly over outfits.
Yeah.
Don't you think, Amy?
Yeah.
Like Amy had to like do a 360 spin to make sure the dress was long enough. We had a moment where Rachel got in the car. Her shoulders were showing, so Shannon jumped out of the van and was like, I'm not going unless you get a sweater. So like we had some of that. We have gotten in trouble for a few swearing moments, which I don't think we've talked about on this podcast yet. We have a deal with Shannon where if we don't say a swear word, she will pay us for each podcast, although we've never been paid yet.
I'm still waiting to get paid.
Yeah.
I have not seen that money come through. I think I swore last episode.
I think we've all had a little slip up.
Have we all had a little slip up? Anyway, the deal is $100 per episode per person if we don't swear, but we've never been paid. So we're waiting for our payday. But those are the two things that trigger Shannon on vacation: swearing and outfits.
I would have to agree. There's always a lot of drama around the outfits with the three sisters. Megan's usually pretty good. She doesn't usually get in trouble.
Yeah.
Megan's always a good girl.
Yeah, but you three love to push it. Love to push with Shannon.
I don't push anything. I don't have garments. But she treats me like I do have garments. And so when I wear like short shorts or a tank top, she's like, oh. And I'm like, I don't have garments. Why are you doing that?
Okay, first off, what are garments for the people that don't know what those are?
I'll let you two explain because I don't have them.
Zach, you explain it.
Wow, that's a touchy subject. And we're going to talk about it with Taylor Frankie Paul. But
Yeah.
Garments are a sacred reminder to us members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints about promises and covenants that we've made in the temple. And so for people that have gone into the temple, usually around the time they get married for women or go on a mission, usually for boys or girls, that's when they get their garments. And we have to wear them every day, except for when we're swimming,
The three S's.
sports, or sex. So you're supposed to wear them all the time. And my lovely sister-in-laws, sometimes they wear them, sometimes they don't, but that's up to them. That's their own decisions.
It's a personal choice.
It's a very personal choice. And a lot of people wrote in and asked, do Emily and Rachel even wear their garments anymore? So it's very odd that people ask that because it's like asking about someone's underwear.
It's asking what kind of underwear you wear, and it's just such a personal thing that it should not matter to anybody but you.
Yes. And so that's what the garments are. We're a little off track here, but essentially when we dress, we should dress in a modest fashion that covers our garments so people can't see them. And so sometimes when Emily or Rachel or Amy don't wear clothing that would be appropriate with garments, they don't wear the garments. And so that makes...
It's not Shannon's favorite.
Yeah, she doesn't love that. So anything else on that?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just a personal choice for everybody.
Yeah. It's a very... We'll talk about it a little bit more with Taylor Frankie Paul.
Yeah.
Amy, How was the birthday? How's Hawaii been for you?
Amazing. We usually always come to Hawaii over my birthday, so it's so fun. It would have made it even better if you and Megan would have been here, but I know that's like a 15-hour flight for you guys, so
Well, and you're in school and everything. You guys better come next year.
A lot of people ask about that. Why aren't we there? That is
Oh
why.
my gosh. People think that it's like you guys either don't get invited or like you hate us so you don't want to go. Can you explain why you and Megan haven't been here the last few years?
Yeah, it's really because I don't like you guys, so I didn't want to go. Just kidding. So the reason we haven't gone is because it's actually a very far flight, and I'm at a different stage in life where I can't just get up and go and miss things. Like before, it was like couldn't miss work because we'd also go on the family trip with like our boys as well. And so I would always, or Megan and I always chose to go on the trips with the boys and then miss out on the couples trip. And so we're supposed to go to Florida in April or something. I think that's the plan. And so we've chose to go to that one. And also this is a very busy quarter for me in school. So it's tough to miss right now. I couldn't just like miss all my classes and miss a full week. Yes.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Next year, since you're going to be living in Dallas, will you come to the Hawaii trip or will you still not want to leave the Boise's?
I think it's going to be tough because I don't have much time off with my job. So it's like, it's going to be a choice again, right?
Well, that's okay. You can just stay. We'll just take Megan.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are the boys going to do?
Call Dick.
Ouch.
Okay. You guys are going to fly Dick and Diane down to
Let's
Dallas?
get Dick there to watch the boys.
I mean, they would love to do that. They would love to do that.
Let's get him there.
Okay. Well, I mean, Megan went by herself. She took Dean once, right?
No, she never took Dean. She was pregnant.
Oh, yeah. And are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
But she only came for like 4 days. She left early because she wanted to get back home to Dean. Not you, just Dean.
Yeah. Actually,
And-
I was watching Dean. I think I was
Yeah.
watching Dean. Yeah.
Yeah, you were.
That's right. Yeah, that's kind of crazy though. That we actually have a question about this of like her
Okay.
just going on a trip with the in-laws. So we're gonna talk about that later. Anything else on your week in paradise, Amy?
No, it's just we're enjoying Groundhog's Day. We do the same thing every single day. So we call it Groundhog's Day. So we wake up around like 7:30. Then we get ready, we go on our hot girl walk, and it's like a 5-mile walk. And we start at the hotel, we end up at another hotel on a golf course, and we all touch the gate. And
Touch the gate.
then we turn around and we walk back. Then we go to breakfast. And we all ordered the same thing every single time. We never change it up. Yes.
What do you eat?
I get it's a dragon fruit acai bowl, and I get extra pineapple, extra strawberries, extra granola. Emily gets dragon fruit bowl with a side of bacon and a side of syrup so she can dip her bacon in the syrup. Taylor gets 2 eggs scrambled with a cinnamon roll and a dragon fruit bowl. And then he eats some of Emily's side of bacon.
Give him Rachel's order.
Then
Give
Rachel
Rachel's order.
instead of an order, the cinnamon roll. Then Rachel gets the Maui omelet, no sausage, no tomato, light cheese. So it's the omelet with light cheese and Maui onion.
And then she eats
Yeah.
a quarter of it.
She eats a quarter of it.
And then she asks, so what is that cooked with? Is it cooked with like oil or butter? Okay, can I get light butter? Like, can they just cook it with light butter? Not like a lot of butter, just like a little butter.
Like, I don't want like a lot of oil.
I don't
So
want
like
it to be
no
light.
oil.
And then Drew gets the dragon fruit bowl usually with a side of bacon, maybe a side of eggs, depending on his mood. He brought like I call it food storage.
He brought like the ones you pour water in.
Yeah.
He brought those to Hawaii.
He brought freezer dried fruit that he likes to munch on. He brought oatmeal that he eats in the morning, and then we go on our walk, and then at breakfast Shannon orders a Maui omelet, and then he eats the other half of Shannon's Maui omelet.
Why would your dad bring that food to Maui?
No, that's what we're wondering.
Because he's Michael.
You know who you look like?
Me?
Have you seen The Incredibles? And the
Edna?
lady, yes, you look like Edna right now.
Well, she's fabulous. Zach, I just want to know where I rank this week.
You're third.
Where you belong.
You're tied with Emily actually in third.
No, second place.
Wait, how is that
Perfecto
possible?
number one.
Okay, I'll do the reasoning right now. When you called me when I was driving to the airport and I was trying to talk to Amy, and I could not say a sentence without you interrupting me, I was losing my mind.
I was
Bad
talking to
interrupters.
Deanie. I was talking to Deanie and Wessie.
No, you were trying to talk to me about the podcast, and I was trying to talk to Amy about the podcast to like figure out what we should do, because our last episode was garbage because of audio and everything else.
I laughed. I thought it was funny.
laughed too.
Okay, well, if I'm third, then bye.
Okay, see you next week. She's so dramatic. Anyway, next week we'll have her on. Anyway, back to your dad. He is a funny man. He does some funny things.
He's a funny man. He loves to bring his food storage. You would have died. So last night when we drove home, so we went over to Wailea. So if you
Love
don't
this.
know, we always stay at the Montage Kapalua, which, may I say, this trip, the service has been less than great.
Why?
I mean, it's hard to find somebody at the pool that will take our order. There's
It's
not
just
people
not-
like,
It's not what it used to be. The service is still great, but it's not what it used to be.
it's gone downhill, severely downhill. So we drove over to Wailea yesterday to go to the Grand Wailea. They have a brand new Nobu there, and Amy wanted to go there for her birthday. And so we drove over, which, mind you, the Grand Wailea is nice, but it did feel a little bit like Las Vegas. It's super crowded. Over at the Montage where we stay, there's nobody here. Like, we feel like it's like our own secluded, like, little hideaway.
Yeah.
The Grand Wailea felt super Vegas, super crowded, tons of people everywhere, but it's an hour drive. So we start explaining Taylor Swift songs to Michael and Shannon, and we're singing all these songs and trying to explain the meaning behind every single song. And poor Michael was dying. He was like, "Get me out of here. I don't
When we-
freaking care what the song means."
When we got home and like the van door opened, he was like, "Oh, geez, thank heavens we're home." I was like, "Was it that torturous?" And he was like, "Yeah, listening to you three sing." I was like, "I'm sorry."
I bet he didn't have his headphones, because that's usually his like way to.
He did.
He did have his headphones. And me and Emily were sitting, like, we were flanking him in the van, and we could hear his headphones. Like, they were so loud. He was trying to drown us out. And we were like, "Michael, you're going to burst an eardrum." And he was like, "Well, I'd rather listen to this than you people."
So he didn't have the like AirPods. He had his open, like the over the ear ones, and the open ear.
Yes.
Yeah, that sucks. That's devastating. Poor
He's
Michael.
so funny. He is so funny.
I love when I'm at you guys' house and you guys start getting crazy and he just disappears. He goes upstairs, goes into his room, goes outside. You just don't see him. And it's a great strategy.
He just
of home
leaves
you guys.
the premises.
Yeah. Amy?
It's actually where, if you notice, we're all raising our hands now. One, because we're really bad interrupters, but two, Michael's biggest pet peeve is when we interrupt him. And so on this trip, we started doing this, and we wait for him to call on us because it really hurts his feel goods when he's in the middle of a thought and then we get a thought and we jump in. But it's because if we don't say it right then we forget.
I have only seen your dad mad like maybe 2 or 3 times. And every single time it was at the dinner table. He's trying to share a thought and he's like really deep into it. And freaking Emily will just interrupt with the most random thing and just go off on some other tangent and be like, "I'm bored. I don't want to hear about this anymore. I don't care."
That is not true. I would never do that to Michael. I have the utmost respect for that man. He is perfect.
He gets really annoyed with me because when he's in the middle of a thought and I'll like have like really random questions and I'm like, "Well, where did you read that? Where did you hear that? Who said that?" And he's like, "Don't ask me that question. Just let me finish." And I'm like, "Well, no, I want to know, like, when did you hear that? Where did you hear that? How long have you thought that?" You know?
He doesn't like that.
He doesn't like
Yeah.
it.
Megan is, I mean, she does the same thing as you all. Like, you all interrupt so much.
Well, we're trying
And
to
they-
get so much better on this podcast.
Yes, I appreciate that. And you all can never land the plane. Like, when you tell a story, it's like, oh, the plane's flying and flying. It never comes down. It is crazy.
I actually think I am so good at landing the plane. Rachel is by far the worst at landing the plane.
Megan's up there. Megan's up there. Okay. Anything else about Hawaii?
No.
No, it's just amazing, and we wish you guys were here. We miss you guys.
I do have a follow-up thought from our very first episode.
Mm-hmm.
So do you remember how we mentioned how Sammy came up to me at the next game and was like, does Zach really hate you?
Yeah.
She said she did want to put a note into here, okay?
Okay.
She says, in the 3 years that my son has been on Taylor's team and I have known Emily, Emily has not one time called subs or plays. She says not one time.
Wait, I have a question. Was Sammy offended that I was like, if you can't deduce that from common sense?
No, Sammy loves you. Sammy loves you. But she did say in the 3 or 4 years that my son has been on your team, you have never one time tried to call a play or tried to tell Taylor who to sub in and out. I think Zach just caught me on one bad moment.
Okay, I love her too. I really wasn't trying to be mean.
But those crazy moments when you're at home with Cannon screaming at him as him and Taylor are watching film and you're saying the most absurd random stuff, like explode to the rebound, like that's crazy. That's got to stop.
Okay, let me explain to you why I said explode to the rebound. Okay, you want to explode to it. Taylor's dad, who is still the defending champion long jumper at BYU, okay?
He's like,
This man is almost 80. He is still the defending reigning champ of that.
Yeah.
He played on the BYU basketball team. He is an athletic king. He is the one that told me, I have one tip for Cannon and it is explode to the rebound. So I got that
I
from
like it.
him.
all right, maybe I'll stop. I will stop giving you crap.
Thank you.
Next segment, we're going to go to the verdict. So we're taking the biggest topics in pop culture and we're each going to give our take. And at the end, we'll make like a ruling. Okay. So first one, Taylor Frankie Paul, pregnancy gossip. The season 4 teaser for The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives ends with castmate Jesse asking if Taylor will be the first pregnant bachelorette. Taylor appears upset in a clip saying, I hate all of you because you all knew. This has fueled online rumors ahead of the Bachelorette season 22 premiere. Thoughts?
I mean, it would be a little bit iconic.
PR.
PR?
Mm.
Fake? We call him fake?
I do think it's fake news.
If I remember correctly, you all saw them like filming at houses around your house. Like, right?
That was last season. They were filming 30 seconds from my house at the Relief Society president's house.
Explain why that's a big deal, because not many people know what a Relief Society president is.
So the Relief Society president in our area or our congregation is like the head of the women within the congregation. She is amazing and extremely
Righteous.
righteous and devout. And I drove past, I was actually taking my kids to school and I saw them filming at her house. So I texted her, I was like, oh my gosh, Secret Lives is filming at your house. How funny. Like, how did that happen? She's like, what is it? They just knocked on my door and asked if they could film here. And I just was like, okay. I'm like, well, are you getting paid? She's like, no. I'm like, do you know what the show is? She's like, no, I don't know what it is. So the episode that it was filming at her house it's like the White House and they're doing like a rodeo thing and they're like on the bull and whatever. So I saw that all happening and I'm like dead that it was her house they filmed at.
That's funny.
Did she watch the episode? And was she like,
I don't know. Oh no.
She was probably shook after she saw that episode and that took
Yeah.
place at her house.
the ladies like screaming, fighting on her porch?
It's so funny, but I don't think Taylor Frankie Paul's pregnant, but I do think it would be hilarious
Yeah.
if she
That
was
would be crazy. She did the whole Bachelorette pregnant. That would be crazy.
pregnant.
That'd be funny.
That would be. Do we think? Okay, what are your predictions? Do you think she finds love?
Absolutely not.
I
That's my
bet
prediction.
she gets engaged and then they break up within 4 months.
That's
That's
what I
what
think.
I think that's fair. Yes,
That's-
it's like That would be my absolutely not. Like, she's not going to actually end up with this person. It's just going to be for the show.
Yeah. It'll be good PR for her. She'll be on Dancing with the Stars. She will,
Yeah, she'll do
you know.
something.
So a birdie has told me that there is going to be a spinoff in LA
Yes.
for the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives LA. And I have heard from a pretty reliable source, which I can say I haven't signed anything.
Yes.
I've heard it's Aspen Ovard. I've heard it's Avery Woods. I've heard it's Macy's little sister.
Mm.
I've heard, who else have we heard, Amy?
Bobby.
Oh, yeah, that Bobby Altoff,
Yeah.
the girl that like interviewed Drake.
Yes, I love her too. She's funny.
And you guys, this is reliable.
Isn't it the girl with the twins?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Madison Fisher. Yeah. Her twins were on London's dance team. She's so sweet. I think she's too sweet and too nice to be on the show personally. But I can't wait to see.
It'll bring out another side of her.
Well, I can't wait to see the Aspen Ovard shit show with like she's like in that throuple with the guy and she has the girlfriend. Oh shit. Oh,
Get him in. Get him in.
but you guys, she's like in the throuple and she's got the girlfriend, but the girlfriend's married. So
It'll
like
make
that's gonna be wild.
TV.
Oh, it'll be amazing TV. You know, she was supposed to live right next to me. She was building a house right behind me.
Yeah.
So it's just funny.
Jen and Whitney are going to be on the LA version.
And Jen and Whitney are transferring over to be on the LA version. And I believe my source. I think it's true.
Yeah.
It for sure is.
Remember when Megan and I interviewed to be on the show?
Yeah. Does any part of you like wish you were on that?
Now, we'll talk more about it with Megan, but yeah, absolutely not. That
It'd be like on Dad Talk with like Dakota and who's the other one? Chase.
I would absolutely hate myself.
Chase is on like his 4th DUI or something.
You would not vibe with those guys at all.
I would not. Yeah, I wouldn't fit in there.
Not at all.
But the funny thing was when we interviewed, they told us it wasn't going to be catty. It wasn't going to be like Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
They
It's gonna
always
be
say that.
So
They always say that. It's not true. If you're on a reality show, it's going to be catty. They want drama.
So when I interviewed, Rachel and I both interviewed for Real Housewives of Salt Lake, like before the first season even aired. Lisa Barlow called us and was like, I want you guys to be on this show. It's going to be about women in business. It's not Real Housewives of Salt Lake. It's not going to be drama. We really need some good Mormon girls. She's like, I'm doing the show. And then it comes out and of course, it's Real Housewives of Salt Lake.
you'd be in jail by now if you'd have done that
Oh, no, it's
with that one chick.
with Jen Shaw. No, I could never. I just like they just do not care. They're just like whatever.
Yeah.
They will say the most crazy accusations that aren't true against people just like to cause drama.
They all destroy their families. I'm like, have you
That's the sad
seen? Have you not seen like even these girls with secret lives? Like I had a friend that was interviewing and she really wanted to be on it. She was so upset that she didn't make it. And I'm like, don't you see they've all destroyed their families?
So
This is a blessing. How do you not see it?
exactly. Yeah, it definitely changes them and just ruins. I feel like I don't know everything
Your
around them.
kids. Well, even my friend that didn't get it, she's like, well, my kids are little. And I'm like, but it doesn't matter. They're going to see it on the internet in 5 years, 10 years.
Yep. And going off of that, with as far as just like the craziness that comes around, specifically with Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, the next Taylor Frankie Paul drama was the promo materials for the Bachelorette season featuring the phrasing like leaving garments at home or referencing the Mormon temple undergarments. We already talked about what those are. Like, that's something that's really bugged me with this whole Secret Lives of
Me
Mormon
too.
Wives of
Well,
them
it's rage
using
bait.
Mormon. Yeah, exactly.
It's rage bait.
But also, let's call a spade a spade. It's super disrespectful to the religion.
Exactly.
Just with the whole thing with the basketball thing saying F the Mormons or talking about the garments that are sacred to a lot of people. I just think it's disrespectful.
I think there's a lot of misconceptions and people don't really understand what like our church is about. They hear a lot of crazy things. Like when I was at Brown, I had multiple people ask me, "How many moms do you have?" And they were like dead serious. They really thought I had multiple moms. And then I think I've had people here. I know I had a couple people text me after this whole Secret Lives of Mormon Wives came out, and they're like, "So wait, do Mormons swing? Like, is that a normal thing?" And it's just, I don't know. We have a bad reputation out there. People don't understand the religion. They just hear all this like cult stuff and they think it's crazy. But yeah,
But I
unfortunately,
think it's so out of pocket to hear about Mormons swinging, but I think there's probably swingers in any religion,
oh, for sure.
so it's just like more of a headliner.
I get it. People are just so fascinated
Mormons.
with the Mormon religion, like in general,
But why?
because I
Why?
think people don't really understand it. They think it's a cult.
Yeah.
They don't get it.
They see these magical looking, beautiful temples around in their communities. They're like, what goes on in there? And you hear all these weird things on the internet, like Joseph Smith seeing people say aliens and stuff. Like, there's so many weird things about us out
Just weird conspiracies.
there. Yeah. And then you also have the weird missionaries walking around and knocking on people's door. It's like,
so sweet.
I know, I was one. Okay.
You were one. Taylor was one.
I know. Everyone thinks it's weird though.
It's not weird. They're
I agree.
sweeties.
On to the next pop culture. This isn't really pop culture. This is news, and it's sad
News.
news. Nancy Guthrie, who's 84, mother of the Today anchor Savannah Guthrie, remains missing from her Tucson area home last seen Saturday night. Then she came up. People said she was missing after she didn't go to church, and so people believe it's been abduction. Home tree is a crime scene, signs of struggle, red splatter. The search is still
There's
going
a
on.
ransom note.
Ransom note, but it's been unverified. It's still being investigated. Heard that they want Bitcoin for in return for the mom. What are our thoughts?
It's sick. I think there's something deeper going on. I think it has to do, there's something with the Epstein. They're saying there's like some kind of, yeah, they're saying there's a connection because she was interviewing the Epstein survivors. Savannah was on the Today Show. And so they're saying that I think something deeper is going on. People have said it's the brother-in-law. I don't know. I think that to be able to get away, to take somebody without cameras, tracking a car, I think it's something sophisticated. And it reminds me of Scandal. Have you watched Scandal? Like I've told you 1,000 times, Zach.
I watched like 4 or 5 episodes, got bored. Sorry.
Okay, well, in season 6 or whatever, there's a whole season where Olivia, the main character, is kidnapped. And it ends up being that it's like this big political crazy thing. It like truly reminds me of that.
Scandal is the best in seasons 1 and 2. How do you get bored?
It was very repetitive. It was like, oh, something's crazy happened. Better run up to the office. Let's have a quick meeting. Come up with the fix, and then go do it again.
Okay, you have horrible taste in shites, just saying that.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Anyway, back to Nancy Guthrie.
It's so sad.
My thought, in which I heard that people didn't want this ransom note getting out because people don't want to have like the idea I could go kidnap a grandmother and then get paid to get her back, right? So, because like all the celebrities, especially athletes, have been getting robbed recently where they're not home. People go, break into their house, steal all their stuff. And like now people are starting to get more prepared. And so people are kind of a little nervous that this could be like the next thing. Like now they're going to go start finding rich people's grandmothers and like taking from their house and holding for ransom until they get paid, which is kind of a crazy thought to think about.
How can you even, in 2026, there are cameras everywhere. I have cameras all over my entire house. I just don't know how they have to have more. Gas station cameras, stoplights, all the neighbors.
I'm sure they do have more, but they're not going to release that to the public.
Yeah, they got to keep that locked down.
It's so sad though. It's all we can talk about. And I just like keep refreshing because I'm just like, she's 84.
It's so sad.
Hopefully by the time this comes out, we have good news, and we hope this is just all old news.
And we're praying that she is alive and well.
I hope she's okay.
Well, we're praying for her safe return.
Yes. Hopefully, we have good news by the time this comes out. Another thing on Sunday, along with our
Super Bowl.
podcast, Super Bowl predictions.
Who's playing in it again?
Who's actually
I don't even know who's in it.
exactly? I knew that was gonna.
No, I know. The Seattle Seahawks
Oh my gosh!
and the Patriots.
Nice. Wait, where are the Patriots located?
New England.
Where's New England?
Massachusetts.
Yeah, it's all that. It's Massachusetts, like Rhode Island's technically part of it. Vermont, Maine, all those states up there. New Hampshire.
I like Super Cup.
Who's on the Patriots that I know?
Drake May,
I don't know any Patriots.
Stephon Diggs, boyfriend of Cardi B.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're having a baby together. She's pregnant right now.
Oh, he's going to be a baby daddy.
I like Cooper Cup. I want Cooper Cup to win.
So you're going Seattle? Okay.
I'm going Patriots because I don't like Seattle.
I know you like Seattle, Emily. Tell us.
Another random tangent.
Here's why I don't like Seattle. It reminds me of Portland. And in the beginning of my IVL clothing line, I was always going to Portland. And I hate Portland. So I don't like Seattle.
I like Portland.
I hate Portland. It was horrible.
Sorry to those people that live in Portland that are
Sorry.
listening to this.
It just brings me back like bad memories.
Just rough times in the beginning.
Can I tell a really quick story? So I was chased by a homeless man, Taylor and I. Luckily, I was with him. It was so scary. And then one time I brought Amy with me. Okay, mind you, these are like big executives. Like when I very first started IVL, the man that I started it with was the head of the European Adidas.
Wow.
He's very well connected, very well known, and he started this firm that helps brands come to life with activewear.
And can I just say, we left Salt Lake City at like 5 a.m., which means we had to get up at like 3:30 to go to the airport.
And mind you, this is when IVL was thriving before I had those weird partners 5 years later. But this was the very, very beginning. Like before, I don't even know if I had launched yet. But they were like very good, powerful, high, amazing people. And we go into this meeting and we're doing design and they're 14-hour meetings. Like you are sitting in there for 14 hours. They bring lunch in and then you just go, 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 go. I brought Amy with me because Taylor couldn't come. I look over, Amy's dead asleep on the conference table like this. Dead asleep. It was the most unprofessional thing I've ever seen in my entire. I was horrified, but like, what am I going to say? And like, also, Amy's not doing anything there. She's just there to accompany me. Like, she doesn't need to do anything.
I'm her handbag. It's not my company. It's like, I don't really have to be professional. I was tired.
She was a tired girl. So while we're working and like we're doing the fit models are coming in and we're picking colors and, you know, talking about the fabrics and everything, she's dead asleep on the conference room table.
Like Amy's ability to not care is
Shocking.
top notch. Like it is impressive.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Sometimes I wish I had that.
No, like, and if they're listening, I apologize because like, it's so embarrassing. But also like, again, I was tired and it's not my company. I was dead silent in these 14-hour meetings. It's not like I was making decisions. I'm sure they probably didn't even care because they're like, she has nothing to do with this anyway.
They didn't need her for anything. That's my only memory of Portland is like these hours long meetings and just like I got chased by the homeless man.
Yeah.
So what does that have to do with Seattle?
I'm like connecting the dots here. So Portland reminds me of
Okay.
Seattle. And so
It just reminds me of Seattle. I don't know why, but like for some reason I just like put them together because I think because they're next to each other.
Fair.
Oh,
Okay.
and remember when I was engaged to that other guy, we drove through Seattle to Alaska.
Wow. Wait, you
So
were on,
horrible. And a big green van.
you did that?
Yes. So I just like don't have the best memories of like all of that time.
I cannot imagine going on a road trip with you up into Alaska with you singing your terrible opera.
No, I wasn't. I was dead silent with this family that I could not stand.
Yeah. I don't think she discovered her opera talent until after.
I wish I'd never been discovered.
So can I tell the story?
Sure, another story.
Okay.
Go.
Am I telling too many stories? We can cut it out if we don't want to.
No, go for it. Go.
So I'm dating this guy, and he invites me to go on this Alaskan cruise with his family. And I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, that'd be so fun. I'm 18. I'm so naive. And so they're like, okay, we're going to drive. We're going to drive in a big van from Utah to Seattle to get on this cruise. So I'm driving in this van with this guy's family. And it was the most horrible drive of my life. It's so long in this big van. And like, we get to Seattle, we get on the boat, whatever. I actually got engaged on this cruise to this guy.
I did not know that. You're 18?
I think I was maybe 19.
Did Michael and Shannon know you were getting engaged on this trip?
Yeah. Anyway, so we get engaged. We're driving home again in the big green van. It's like a 17-passenger van. And I get a call. Don't answer. Get another call. And it's this guy that I had been writing on a mission. And he's like, hey, this is Bob. I actually just got home from my mission and like, I want to see you. And like my heart sunk and I knew right then and there, I don't think I really loved the guy because I was like wanting to go talk to this missionary. I just got home.
That's so funny.
And I go on the phone, I go, I just got engaged last night. This is why you don't get engaged at 18 or 19 years old. You're too immature. You don't know. I was so lost and confused and torn. I tortured myself. Like I didn't know what to do. It was so horrible. So that's my other memory of Seattle and why I hate Portland, Seattle.
Okay, so Pat's for the win on Sunday. Amy's going to Seattle. I'm going Patriots. If winner gets the $100 that Emily lost because she swore like 5 times.
Sorry. We're going to have to somehow block Shannon from this podcast. She can't listen to it.
I agree.
She makes us take things out that are the funniest parts.
Yeah, that all has to stay. That was good. That was good. Okay. Now, judge and jury. You guys, so people have sent in their real life drama, their in-law situations. They're like, am I crazy or are they crazy moments? And we're going to tell them who's right. Okay.
Okay.
And for people listening, you can send your stories in through the DM. So next time we can read them. So first one, this one, I have very strong opinions about. So I'm interested to hear what you all think about this.
And mind you, we don't know. We have not seen any of these, so we don't know.
I'm the only one that's seen.
Yeah.
And then please hold your thoughts because I'm going to read this and then I'm going to show you a video too. And then it's going to be all together. Okay.
Okay.
My mother-in-law oftentimes only invites my husband on their family vacays. We are married with kids, and me and my kids don't get the invite. She also wore a white lace gown to my wedding. My dress was also white lace, so they were twinsies. That's what she said. Listen, she is a mom to all boys, and my husband is the only married one. Okay, hold on. Because Megan showed me a TikTok not too long ago and reminded me of this.
Sometimes you just want time with your own kids, the ones you raised, the ones you survived life with, the ones you rocked through teething and heartbreak and their first apartment. That relationship deserves its own space.
What are your thoughts?
Absolutely not. That's unacceptable and on every single level.
I just find that very weird. We have talked about doing an OG girls trip with just like the 6 of us, like Michael, Shannon, Emily, Rachel, Megan, Amy. We've talked about it. We've never done it because like if Emily and Rachel are traveling, they either want to be with their husband or with their husband and their kids.
Well, and can I say, when we've talked about this, it would be a girls' trip to Paris for shopping for Shannon's birthday.
And Michael's our tour guide.
Michael's the tour guide. But like the fact that that happens every year is where if you do like one every 20 years like that, I can see that. Or like, but then also, might I add, Michael has taken the boys to like the Final Four or the Sweet 16, where it's like a boys' trip with like the in-laws. So it's a little, but also we're different because we only have girls. So like a girls' trip with our mom is a little different than, I don't know. I don't like that though. If that's every year, if it's once every 10, 20 years, great.
Wow, that was not the answer I thought you were gonna get.
What, you thought we were going to say that that would be acceptable?
Do they do other family vacations and it's just like once a year where like the mom is with all her boys for a couple days, or is like that the only vacation and she doesn't get her and her kids don't get invited to?
I don't know. Based on what she wrote, it sounds like that's the only vacation that year, like with the in-laws. Well, I guess not with the in-laws, with like the extended family.
Not good. I think it's super weird. That mother-in-law should be in jail.
Okay, well, your other sister Megan was like, "Oh, that's not that bad. Like, if the OGs go on a trip like during the year, like that's normal. Like we want to go to Paris with just all the girls and Michael too."
But that's what I'm saying. We've talked about that for 5 years. We've never done it.
But also, my dad has taken just all you boys on a trip without his own daughters and like done stuff like that. So I feel like it's different.
But Megan was saying it's okay to do it like every year or every couple
No.
of years.
I don't agree. I mean, if it's a girls' trip or a boys' trip, great. But like, I don't know. I don't like it.
I think it would be fine if they were doing other family things where her and her kids are invited to these trips. But if that's the only trip, I don't know. I think it's a little weird.
Like Taylor's dad has taken his sons. They like did a golf trip
Yeah.
and I wasn't invited, but that's different. Yeah.
Do the other spouses and kids get to go on this trip, or is it just the OGs?
Just the OGs.
That's too often to make it just the OGs. If it's like once in a blue moon and then they take the girls, like the wives, you know, on it, then great. But I don't like that it's every year and that's the only trip they're taking. So she deserves jail.
Jail?
Yes, jail.
That's the ruling?
Yeah, it's weird. It's just weird.
I
Jail.
agree. But I'm actually shocked that was your guys' answers because I thought you were going to be like, well, we're going to Paris. Like, yeah, that's fine. Like, that's not a big deal.
No, that's completely different.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. That one is so weird. But like, how should she deal with it though on her end?
I would say I don't feel comfortable with you going. I'm sorry.
Well, does her husband think it's weird? Is he like, it's kind of weird?
I mean, clearly he's going, so he probably doesn't think it's that weird.
It's his mom, correct?
Yeah.
So she needs to talk to her husband, and then he needs to talk to the mom and be like,
Well, maybe he's scared of mommy.
I mean,
He sounds like a little baby.
okay.
"No,
Well,
that
or maybe he's
he
just
thinks it's weird."
and maybe just a little mama's boy. Just needs his little mama.
Well, no.
Well, no?
It's
Well,
like,
I could see that. I need my little guys.
there's one thing being a mama's boy, but it's also like, you need to be able to be like, no, it's weird. Like, I want my wife to come, or my wife and kids to come.
Here were some of the comments from that TikTok video. It was, if my husband agreed to this marriage, this would be over, period. Like, I think that's true.
Yeah.
I would tell my husband it's his decision. If he goes, I wouldn't be there when he got back, and there would be divorce papers on the table.
I mean, yeah, it's weird.
But like, okay, what if Taylor, like, I think we need to help her though, because we just said, oh, yeah, tell your husband. But what if Taylor was doing this? Like, he was going on a family trip just with his in-laws every single year.
I would say, you're not going. And do you know what Taylor would say? He'd say,
I think the best way for her to handle it, she herself, is that the right term? Like, she can't talk to her mother-in-law. She needs to talk to her husband, and her husband needs to come to the realization on his own that it's weird. And until he comes to that realization and then can have a conversation with his own mom, it's never going to change. Because it's like, you can lead a horse to water, you can't make it drink. So until that husband realizes that it's bizarre.
okay, girl who wrote this in, tell your mother-in-law to back off and tell your husband that he's got to have a conversation with mommy.
I would be like, I would not want Megan to go around me to talk to my mom if this was me. That would probably make things worse, and that would only make me want to go closer to my mom and away from Megan. That's just weird to say. But I would want Megan to be like, okay, maybe we should all go on this trip, or we should all go do our own trip and not do this family trip and not use your own, like, probably has his PTO to go do these things with just his mom. Like, that's so weird. But I would start there and then go from there. Next one. We do an annual family vacation with my husband's side, his parents, his 2 brothers and their wives, and all the kids. This year, my sister-in-law and her husband disappeared for an entire day in the middle of the trip. No heads up, no explanation, just gone. Turns out they booked a couple's spa day and a fancy dinner, just the 2 of them. When they got back, his mom was upset with my sister-in-law and said, we're allowed to take a break and it's our vacation too. Now there's a whole thing about whether they were being selfish or the rest of us are just being controlling. Who is right?
So all the kids were there?
Yeah.
Did they leave the kids and they were just like, peace out, we're not telling anyone?
It sounds like they didn't have kids.
It sounds like they're the ones that don't have kids.
Oh, then
But
who cares?
I think they can do what they want.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be. We go on a family vacation with the Jacksons every other year to Newport. And if his mom or the siblings were trying to control my day and what I was doing, I wouldn't go. Do you know what I mean? Like, his family plans things. They're like, okay, everybody's going to go to Disney on Wednesday. No pressure. You don't have to go, but it'd be really fun for everyone to go. And half of us go and half of us stay back at the pool.
my family vacations, the last couple have been very like itinerary based. Like, my brother sends out an itinerary before and we're all expected to be there and like ready to go. It's not like days fully booked, but things are planned and like set up for us all to go. So in my opinion, if they missed planned things that they already had discussed and agreed to, I would be upset too. I'd be like, all right, we put this whole vacation together. We all came here to be together and you guys just left and missed things. But if like nothing's planned, we're just hanging by the pool, then I would say that's not a problem at all.
I just don't like the controlling of it. Like, I like that my mother-in-law, which we've all talked about, that she's a saint and she's the best mother-in-law ever, and she doesn't put pressure on anybody, but I think that's why everybody loves her, because she doesn't put pressure on anybody.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, it'd be fun to do this or it'd be fun to do that, but like, in the end, we decide what we want to do, and nobody would be mad if I went to a spa day.
Okay, this is what I think. If they don't have kids, I think it's like, okay, who the heck cares if they're not coming and doing all the activities with everybody and all the kids? They can go do whatever the heck they want. Also, I don't love an itinerary. I want to do what I want to do.
But this is a family vacation.
I would not do well on your family vacation, Zach.
We are going on a family vacation to be together. Then don't go on a family vacation. If you want to go on your own vacation, go do your own thing.
But it's only one day.
But what if it's only a 3-day trip? Like, it's a weekend thing.
Well, then you'll save me the other 2 days.
If that couple that doesn't have kids wants to go do a couple's massage and go to a nice dinner where, say, they don't allow kids to go, freaking go, let them. Who cares? They're on vacation too. They're taking time off too.
Go do that on your own. Go do that by yourselves. Like, you guys.
They did do that by themselves.
Yeah.
I don't agree with you, and you're going to cause problems with your in-laws in the end if you can't just be chill and understand.
Just like go with the flow. It's like, okay, this is what I think. If you make an itinerary and it's like what the Jacksons do. They make an itinerary and then it's like, if you can come, great. If you can't come, great. Come to what you want to come to. Go do your own thing if you don't want to go.
I'm saying guilty.
I'm saying not guilty.
I don't think that's a big deal. But it would be one thing if they had like 5 kids and they just dumped the kids on everybody else and they were like, see, I didn't tell anybody and left all day and night. Then I would say guilty. They don't have kids. They want to go do what they want to do. Bye. They're free.
No, my final words. If you're coming on the family vacation, be there with the family. Don't come if you don't want to be with the family.
What would Dick do if Megan didn't come to one of the days?
If we had things planned, like, once again, if things are planned and we're supposed to
Yes.
get together and she didn't come, he would be bugged.
What would he say to her?
I don't know.
Well,
He'd probably just make like a snarky.
Yeah, he would say something snarky for sure.
Did the message say if something was planned or not?
No, I'm just throwing that in there. Okay. We don't have all the details.
I'm voting not guilty. Amy
I'm
votes not
voting
guilty.
not
So we win.
Majority rules. Bye.
You guys are the worst jury ever. That's the episode. Next week, we
get to go lay out now. Yay!
We're free from the
Okay, don't act like so excited. I'm the dictator?
Yeah.
Why am I the dictator?
All right, you're the dictator of the podcast. You're the boss.
Go.
You tell me and Emily what to do.
That makes it sound really bad though. Like I'm
You're our boss, and I love it. Okay, go.
next week. Rachel is coming on the podcast, and we're finally diving into the family picture story.
Yes.
Get ready.
I'm already preparing my thoughts, and you
Okay.
two will be catching strays, by the way. So if you have any questions for Rachel or stories about your own family fights, DM us, follow us on Instagram, subscribe where you listen, and leave us a review if you haven't. It actually helps. So thanks for tuning in to episode 4 of Legally Friends.